Well, we're currently live right now during this protest, this rally taking place right on the front steps here at the state capitol. It is very calm, very peaceful, everybody practicing social distancing. Sarah, these are the teachers who say they don't feel safe going back to the classroom due to COVID-19. Michigan Core, the caucus of rank and file educators joining us here on the state capitol, is actually a teacher from Michigan, Detroit area, Gavin Buckley. Gavin, can you kind of run us through the most important things we need to know about today's rally?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So we're out here today. The Michigan legislature has passed a bill through the House, HB 5910, and that bill would make it legal to outsource public education jobs to private corporations. And we're out here to oppose that bill. We were originally scheduled to be out here while they were voting inside, but because they have had a senator test positive for COVID-19, they've canceled the in-person session. So now we're also out here to say that we don't think it's fair that they believe they should not have in-person work while it's not safe, and yet they are asking teachers to go back into similarly unsafe conditions.
So now you're asking the public to logically think about the next step as the first day of classes come ahead of us, very close. So you've got 5 key facts that you're standing behind right now, 5 demands that Michigan Core is asking for. Can you articulate those?
Yeah, absolutely. So our first demand is that there should be no in-person learning until there have been 14 days with no new cases, and that's pretty straightforward. The second one is that we want sustainable, equitable school funding, which means we want more funding for all of our schools, and especially for our highest need districts, Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, etc. Our third demand is that we want fair teaching and learning conditions, meaning no outsourcing, like that bill is proposing, no layoffs, no cuts to staff, and that we want fair conditions for our students as well in school. Our fourth demand is that we want safe, healthy school environments, meaning we want nurses, we want school mental health professionals, we want social workers for our students. Many of our students go to schools where those services are not available. And then finally, we want an investment in the common good. So we want to make sure that any parent that has to stay home during distance learning is compensated for their time, and that there's no evictions or utility shutoffs or water shutoffs during distance learning.
We're seeing a lot of signs here, individuals rallying and protesting, trying to get their voices heard. One of the most jarring signs that I've seen regarded to their profession and being fearful for their own lives, going into a school and then worried that they're going to die for the economy. Is this that dire of a situation?
Absolutely it is. We've already seen in states across the country that have opened prematurely, and also countries around the world that have opened prematurely, like Israel. They opened schools too early and they lost a lot of people, and they had a spike in positive cases because of that premature call. So this is not just an isolated incident. This is based on science. This is based on examples from around the world. And there's a very real concern for a lot of our teachers and a lot of our students' families who are high risk and have pre-existing health conditions that put them at a higher risk.
Okay, so yesterday there was actually a statement that came out from Governor Whitmer's office here from the state capitol saying it really is up to parents and each individual district to make the decision whether or not it's safe for their kids to go back to school. How do you feel about that response to your demands?
We think that it's important. We've really applauded districts that have already gone virtual, so we applaud the districts who have made the right decision, but we really do believe that this needs to be a statewide decision. She made that decision in March to shut school down when we only had a couple dozen cases, and now we're seeing hundreds a day. So we do believe that the state should take a stronger stand and make sure that communities don't need to rely on just their own school boards and elected officials. This should be a statewide initiative.
Well, Gavin, thank you very much for your time. A decent turnout here for your rally. Anything else you'd like to add that would help drive the story?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. In West Michigan, if you want more information, a full list of those demands, fox17online.com. It sounds like this is going to go on for a continuation of the afternoon. Fox 17 will continue to be here and follow any updates as they become available. But for now, I'm Brody Carter, reporting live in Lansing, Fox 17 News.